not like that. Actually, nobody has climbed twice. So they have given me like a positive impression. When I went there, their secretary, joint secretary was there in the base camp. So I went to him and I said, like, I want to climb twice, but my permit is valid for 75 days. So can I do that? And then they said, like, maybe, because we are also not sure. Nobody has done so. Like, we are also not sure. We cannot say. But I think it's possible. After that, we had a very short time to do all these formalities and all. But I've informed them and I've sent them. But there was some band or something, and then again their secretary was again, he was not in the office, so they've delayed. Okay. After that, then like that, when I climbed and when I came back, then they said, no, we cannot give you the recognition. Then I informed I informed Wangi. Then he went to this governor house. Then governor, he helped us. Then they sent a message to Indian embassy, the coordination and like that. So finally they said, like, okay, no, we are giving you the recognition. I was not sure, but yeah, from the basic, like when I was doing basic, my like instructors, they've given me very good, positive feedback. Like, Anshu, you can do, you can climb, you have that quality. I mean, you're very determined, and your physical fitness is very tough. You're very tough like that. But I was not sure, whether I'll be able to do it or not, whether like that. So, but when went there, before going to the summit, we have to do a lot of acclimatization. So in that process, like while doing that acclimatization process, my Sherpa, he told me, like, ma'am, you're very fit and your technique is also very good. So why don't you try for the speed climbing? He was telling me to go for the summit direct from the Camp 2. Without resting in Camp 3, without holding night at Camp. So we tried for that, but unfortunately, as we have started very late, people generally, they started around 1 or 2 o'clock, but we have started very late, around say 10:30. Me and my Sherpa, only both of us, we were there in the Camp 3, just the place called Rock Band. Then we got a message from in our radio, said, like, weather kharab ho raha, aap log niche aa jaiye. So we were just deciding kya kare, whether we'll go back or kaisa kare, aage jaye kaisa. Then suddenly the weather got very bad, the blizzards and jet wind वगैरह ऐसा करके. Then somehow we managed to, we thought कि we'll come back to Camp 2, but वो भी नहीं हो पाया. So किसी और का tent था, वहाँ पे हम चले गए, वहाँ पे हमने वो किया. So whole night I was thinking like, no, this is the end of my life. Then the next day, again we came back to base camp. मतलब कुछ हम लोग खाया नहीं, कुछ भी पिया नहीं. So all our मतलब energy वगैरह सारा loss. Then we had to come back to base camp. फिर base camp आया. Then again I have started 9th. I went to Camp 2, then 10th Camp 3, then 11 South Col, and then same night I went to the summit. Then 12th morning at 7. Like during the first summit, the weather was very bad, and many people, they had come back from some people, they had come back from this balcony, a place called balcony. Then some, they had come from South Summit. Even they were telling us not to go. Like why you're taking risks? Like क्यों मरना चाह रहे हो क्या? Why you really struggled very hard to reach here? I got emotional that time. That I said, like, आप लोगों को भी मैंने बताया नहीं कि मैंने बहुत struggle किया यहाँ पे पहुँचा. I don't want to take a chance. I don't want to go back. So ऐसा करके then my Sherpa said okay, we'll help you and we'll also go. ऐसा करके then फिर वो साथ में आया. Then when I reached there in the summit, I was very disappointed because like I have read in books कि like जब आप वहाँ पे पहुँचेंगे तो you'll get to see a view ऐसा होता है. But it was totally opposite. It was all fog and सारा पूरा icy हो गया. Even my Zoomer was locked because ऐसा करके. So I was कुछ भी नहीं लग रहा था क्या. So I was, then again I came back to Camp 2. Then I said my Sherpa like, I want to try again, whether I'll be able to do it or not, but I want to try. Then they said okay, it's good, like if you will also help you like that. Then I called my agency. Then I called Wangi. Then Wangi was shocked, like
your husband.
Yeah,
Okay.
He was shocked, and so later he asked everybody, even the cook also, like whether she's fit or she has got some problem, like high altitude में जो हो जाता है इस तरह का कुछ. Then they said no, you must have give her a chance because she's very fit and she can do. We have confidence in her. So ऐसा करके then finally I think Wangi took 24 hours to think. Then उसके बाद उसने भी बोला कि ठीक है, okay. Then ऐसा करके फिर next time when I went there, the weather was so good and I was very happy. I was very excited. It was morning time, 5:05 में हुआ था. And I was so excited. I was jumping like a kid. And I was really happy. And I also thought actually my intention see, like we have a lot of potentials in Arunachal, like for adventure sports or adventure tourism. So I always wanted to promote and develop, so that our people, they could get the benefit like that. So I thought if I'll do some extra thing which nobody has done. So in that way I can tell others, you know, कि मैं ये चाहता हूँ, ये करना चाहता हूँ. I think that was the reason, which has pushed me. Even I was thinking that because I was already exhausted and I thought like it will be difficult, but no, it wasn't, because the second summit I was got well acclimated. पहले से मतलब ये हो गया था, so I didn't find any difficult. South Col पे भी मतलब without oxygen भी मतलब ये नहीं हो रहा था, problem नहीं हो रहा था. Then फिर again hilly state. First time when I went there, it was rocky. So I was finding it very difficult with the crampon to climb. But the next time when I went there, the soft snow was there. So I said, it was more easy. And first time I took 10 hours to reach summit. And second time I took 6 hours. And after summit, पहले जो मैं करना चाह रही थी कि like camp 2 से direct submit, but next attempt में मैंने वो same मतलब submit किया, and then I directly came down to camp 2. Okay. So everybody was like, sure, that was quite मतलब they were surprised कि आज morning में आपने submit किया, and evening I was in there also very surprised. But I was totally exhausted, and I thought like women, they are very tough. Northeast women. And so the only thing is like they need some proper, they're really well fit and they can do anything. Yeah. That's what I believe. I want to start up my own institute where I can give them training for like paragliding. I'm very interested in properly, so okay. So paragliding, whatever comes to me, the adventure, like skiing, whatever, like I want to start up that kind of institute. Okay. So that later वो खुद ही decide करके ना मुझे किस पे उनको जाना है, कैसा है, so ठीक है. Like that. And I also want to start up as a expedition in Arunachal as a pre-Everest camp. So every year, a lot of people, many people, they're going to Everest. Before going to Everest, it's always they have suggested you to climb 7,000 peaks.